Welcome back to Dan's Messy Garage. I am in my messy garage. This is going to be part 6 of working on the 78 Mustang II Heater Core replacement. And I hope to finalize things today. So this will be the end of the Heater Core saga. There's not a lot to do. Just need to hook up heater core lines, stick the console back in there. I want to do a pressure check and make sure the heater core is not leaking, which I should have done before I have everything bolted in, but you know, it's not how things work. Look what I have. I got a pack of 50 version 2 stickers of Dan's Messy Garage. If you would like a free sticker, send me an email, dansmessygarage.com. Subject: free DMG V2 sticker. This is the version 2. And just send me your mailing address, and I'll stick one of these in an envelope and mail it. I have 50 of them, so the first 50 people get them. Version 3 isn't out yet, but it's going to be this logo here. Alright, let's get to it. I got to shove the console in there, and that should be fairly easy. Got it set up. Now I need to crawl in there, get the console, put it in position. It came out pretty easy. I'm expecting it's going to go back in fairly easy. Oh, by the way, I did not put this wiring shield back in there. It went above the glove box. The cardboard insert's doing a fine job holding everything out of the way. So, weight savings. Don't have to use that. Now the console should slide forward over that clip, back, and then get screwed in the compartment area. So, try to grab that bracket. Feels like it's, yep, that's on there good. Now, I just need to line up 4 screw holes, put screws in. I can't see in here, so I gotta get a light. When I took it off, I thought I left all the screws inside here. Well, I see one in there. They get put in with my other screws. No. That means they got dumped out in the back seat with all my rummaging around in the back seat. I was digging for parts, playing with the glove box areas, and screws must have got dumped out. I'll have to look for them. Right now, it's going to be held in with one screw. Cup holders here. These cars, these old 70s cars, especially this one, didn't have cup holders other than these 2 little depressions in the glove box, and you can't stick water bottles on those. So. These old school clip-on ones work fine. They also work on doors. See what else I got back here. I got some stuff for future videos. Put my ashtray lid back on in the console. Alright. For future videos, I have hood ornament to put on. I'm going to build some seat risers. I want to raise the seats, at least the driver's seat, up about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. And I got a speedometer cable that's still on its way here. I think it should be here later this week. And I'll show you what else I got for a future video. I got a new rear bumper cover. Whoa! Almost dropped it. Because this one is screwed up. Brackets are bent. You know, it's ripped. Of course, I'm going to have to paint that. I'm going to take this black rub strip off that and those bumperette things off there and put them on there. But that's future video. I did find 3 more screws to put in the console, so that's securely screwed to the floor. It's going to be the completion of the heater core project. I'm going to stick on that instrument panel pad next. That should be a simple matter, sliding it on, and then it's attached with some screws. All right, so this will theoretically slide right on. Really? That easy? I think so. You look up here. The light inside, and I can look outside. Yeah, there's 2 screws that go into the defroster ducts. Looks like both of them are going to line up. Then there's screws that go up through, like vertically through the plastic into the pad. From what I can see, those are all lined up. So looks like it did plop right into position. And I just gotta get some of these little Phillips head screws and put it in place. These are different locations than what holds on, you know, the instrument panel bezel. But I don't want to put that thing on until after I get the speedometer cable fixed. That goes on pretty easy. The slides on, it's got a few screws holding it in place. Then you put the light switch back on, which is very simple. Screw on bezel, push on the knob. These holes are lining right up. You know how I just said everything lined up? Good old Murphy, he heard me. This one's not. Okay. I'm going to move on to a different screw. Come back to that one. A lot of times when I do that, things go smoother. I think I'm also going to get some tape, put it on my screwdriver to hold that screw so it doesn't drop down to the froster duct. Well, I'm going to go back to this other screw here first. You know, sometimes you can get stuff. Look at that, folks. That screw didn't want to go in before. Maybe I just needed to give it that extra little smack to get her lined up. But that's the final one, vertical screw. It looks like it had 3 vertical screws on this side, a couple on that side. And it's got these 2 longer ones that go horizontally into the froster ducts. I'm going to try a different screwdriver for that. Well, wish me luck, folks. I'm going in. Whoa. Uh-oh. Screw fell off. See if I can get it with a magnet. Yeah, I have to get a smaller magnet, but I think I can get it out of there. You work on the other side, see if I can drop 2 of them. Another little piece of tape. No. About this way. No. Paper towel. All right. Here we go again. Let's see if things are lined up before I... Yeah, I can see where it's got to go. Ouch. Just whacked my head on the mirror again. Okay, this one's going in. Okay, success on one screw. I'll just have to get a smaller magnet, get the other one on there. Let's move on to the next thing. I'm going to move on to the hooking the heater hoses up. Now these are special pre-curved hoses. They're still flexible. I'm going to reuse them because they got the right shapes. And I'm just going to cut the end off where I hacked it to get it off the heater core. Try sliding them back on. Looks like that's going to be okay. This other end looks good to me. Take the other hose, hack that off where I cut it before. Okay. That looks good. This end looks good. All right. So, which one went where? Doesn't matter on the heater core. It's going to flow the same either direction. Now, one of these had a valve in it. Where's the valve? Oh, it's up here. Okay. And this has a directional arrow pointing flow from the engine to heater core, like that. Let's see what these hoses, the memory in the hoses should tell me where they were And I'm guessing it's going to go just like that. So little one's going to go on the bottom. That's okay. Stick one on there. Slide a clamp on. Now these are the pain in the butt clamps that I took off. They're not going back on there. Get these heater hoses and the clamps, throw them away. Let me get some more, and I'm going to stop the radiator from draining. I've have it draining down into that pan, because when I unhook my looped heater core, I don't want antifreeze pouring everywhere, so I can stop that now and get a couple heater hose clamps. I got the regular round screw type clamps. Figure out the best way to get to the head of it with the location of this. And I'll flip this over this way. I know you can't see. That's just a bad location for this. I don't want to have to go get a ratchet, universal joint and everything else to do this, but let's see if I can get a nut driver to work. Not doing well here. Okay. Pause again. Get a nut driver, extension, U-joint, and everything else. I got all kinds of tools this time. Got my 1/4-inch ratchet set, extensions, universal joint. Got the nut driver, electric deal. So should have enough. But see, the car's jacked up. I'm short. I can't reach in there good. Now I'm looking for a couple 4x4s or something to stand on. Now these 2x6s might give me enough. Well, that helps. You know, I cried about this when I took it apart. How bad of a location everything's in. I just got to shut up and deal with it. All that sound good enough to do a pressure test. I have a pressure testing kit. I'm trying to get that set up here. I don't even know if you're looking at what I'm looking at. Yeah, it's good enough. Okay, so we take a pump with a gauge on it. And we hook this up to a radiator cap. That to go down into the radiator. So that's going to clip on there. Now we can pressurize. I'm going to pump it up to maybe 15 pounds. And that's going to check the whole system for leaks. If the gauge stays up, then we're good. I'm about 7 psi right now. And I can take some soapy water and spray it on all the connections. About 11. 13. 14. Okay, we're at just over 15 psi. Can you see that? Yeah, kind of. So I'm going to start spraying soapy water on those connections I just made on the heater core hoses, on the vacuum switch, I guess you call that. Vacuum device that turns off floated heater core when the air conditioner's on. And gotta wait. Still 15 psi, hasn't dropped. I'm saying we don't have a leak. Good. I can push on. What's the next step here? Battery. Don't have to see that. That's easy enough. I'm gonna put my dipstick back in the trans because I pulled that out to get access to the heater hoses. That's back in. Still 15. We haven't dropped a bit. All right, folks. Let me think about this a minute. This might be the end of this heater core installation. Yep, that's going to be the end of this part 6 on the heater core 78 Mustang II. I thank you for watching Dan's Messy Garage. And if you would like a free version 2 of my Dan's Messy Garage sticker, email me, dansmessygarage@gmail.com. Subject free DMG V2 sticker, and give me your mailing address, and I'll stick one of these in an envelope for you. And the other videos are going to be in the future. I'm going to get back on the Monarch, and I'll do more videos on this car later on when I put the bumper on, the speedometer cable, and who knows, whatever else I do to it. Have a good day. Bye.